What a beautiful day and scenery to roam and enjoy your day. Oh wow, what is this pavement? Let's go and check it out. Hey there, Mr. Skeleton. Oh no, oh no, oh God, no! Hey there, it's your fellow pirate here, and today we are going to our second island, but since last few days I have been busy torturing these innocent platypuses. It's just super fun and I can't stop beating the crap out of them. Till now I probably massacred thousands of their families. I feel bad for them, but anyways, in the last video I committed grave error, a sin so profound it shook the very foundations of the internet. By the way, the video got only 60 views, and I forgot the hat. The straw hat, I know, I'm a monster, I don't deserve oxygen. Cannot get a redemption, but here we go, now we have a straw hat. And I don't know why, but the height of the pirate seemed kind of odd to me, so I increased it. In my opinion, it looks super fun now, and with the hat he looks super cute, and look at those moves. Now it's time to visit the second island, and there is that island at the distance, and I am getting an idea. Let's recreate that scene from Attack on Titan. And since I don't have hands, I'll be using this signboard. So that was idiotic and it turned out to be a piece of garbage. Okay, now to move on to another island, we would be needing a boat, so let's get a boat first. So I got this boat model from the 3D marketplace for free, you know. There's nothing better than a cup of tea and a boat model for absolutely free. I am a pirate after all. So I gave this boat a pivot point around which it can rotate and also move back and forth. The rotation kind of reminds me of rear-wheel drive cars. And you know what rear-wheel drive cars also remind me of? I also added a dummy copy of Pirate on the boat so that when you switch to sail the boat, the pirate appears sailing it. So now when you press the sail button, you can continue to sail the boat and the pirate switches his position onto the boat. So now we can make the boat move forward by moving forward. And before the fun even started, we have a problem at our disposal. We found the edge of the ocean. Now to fix this problem, we have to make this ocean infinite, and to make that, I programmed the ocean plane to multiply as soon as the boat crosses the border. It keeps on deleting the farthest ones and creates ocean planes ahead of the boat. That way the ocean seems infinite, even though it's not, and it's also not heavy for my potato PC as well. So now everything is fixed and you can peacefully go for smooth sailing without the worry for the ocean to run out. And also you can drift it somehow. I didn't even expect it to literally drift. It's probably because it's high speed. Boats aren't supposed to go this fast, but it's fun, so I'll keep it as it is. I'll stop after I complete a drift around the island just once. Now it's time to make our second island, for which I actually wrote a program to generate random islands for me using something called Perlin Noise. And if you don't know what it is, it's fine even I don't know, I just copied it from another YouTuber. Okay, so I chose this design for the second island, and then I added this little arrow in front of the boat to actually show us the direction to the next island, so that we don't get lost. While in the boat, the arrow constantly points towards the direction of next island. Currently, it's pointing to our second island. After getting close enough to the island, you can switch and get off the boat, and then we'll be able to control the pirate as usual. So now it's time to make our first boss fight, and for that I made a platform over which the player has to step on first to trigger the boss fight, and then I added this pillar over which the boss will appear. So when the player steps on this platform, the boss will appear over the pillar, and a small wave of enemies will spawn from inside this pillar. Now for enemies, I will be using these free little skeleton models, and for the enemy AI, I am using Unity's built-in AI engine. I just have to bake the island for some reason. I don't know the details, but know this much, that it tells the AI where it will be able to go and where not. Now I did some coding stuff and told the AI to actually follow the player and attack him when he is close enough. And I also made a wave spawn system where waves of enemies spawn to attack you, and the skeletons will follow the player anywhere, wherever they can find the path to reach. And by anywhere, I mean anywhere. So I gone ahead and made this trail of island chunks so long that even the island is not visible from here. Wait, let me actually show you how long it really is. So after coming all this way, you can find these little skeletons climbing one stair at a time, slowly aiming to one day reach at the top and kill me. And oh wow, here is also a platypus, probably with the same goal in mind, but this poor fellow, of course, don't have the idea of his fate because the ocean ends right there at the edge. But anyways, let's wait for these skeletons at the top. After waiting for a long while, but with no signs of any skeleton nearby, I got bored and thought it's really not a good idea to wait for them, so I decided to go ahead and meet them myself.
A few inches later.
So after running and fronting for a long while and watching my steps at every breath, I got tired and it feels like I am not even halfway through. What the hell is happening? I made this to torture the skeletons, and in the end, it's me who is getting tortured. Whose idea was this? It's been 10 minutes straight that I have been holding my U key continuously. Oh god, it was such a horrible idea. Oh, finally the skeletons are now visible. All of this is because of these skeletons. I am not leaving them. It's so early and I have already proved my username. So after a shameful display of my brain's inhuman capabilities, I moved on to making the boss, and by boss, I mean just those same skeleton, just bigger. I also gave him these huge eyeballs so that he actually looks different. I also gave him these huge eyebrows and actually raised the right one a little higher to give him that The Rock look. After that, I gone ahead and gave him a cannon, which looks a little sus for now. Well, he will be attacking the player using this cannon. So now, let's finally check if our boss fight is actually working as intended. As soon as the player steps on the platform, the boss with his army should spawn and start attacking. As you can see, I made the cannonballs to do nothing to the skeletons, because then it would actually defeat the purpose, and the fight would actually become easier, which the player, of course, don't want. So after completing the boss level, I gone ahead and started decorating the island with the free assets that I found for free from the Unity Assets store. I have provided the links to all of these assets down in the description of this very video, so you can check those links if you need them. Especially this Armory asset, this is just so magnificent. I would have actually given up a cup of tea for this, but it's absolutely free, and it also comes with other medieval style weapons which I will be using later on. And then I go ahead and added these rocks around the pavement so that it does not look like a literal death trap. After that, I added this mountain and other vegetations such as this old tree and little swamp area with bushes and shrubs. I also added this pirate ship here. You will be able to buy this ship once you defeat the boss, and here is an overall look at the island after all the work done. In my opinion, it looks good for now, but it's of course just my opinion. Do share your views down in the comments section. I will for sure try to implement them in the game. So now here is the gameplay of everything that I have created till now without my irritating voice, so enjoy watching the gameplay. So that was it, and in the future videos I will be working on a multiplayer ship battle system, so you should consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on my future videos. So bye bye Captain for now, we'll be meeting with you in the next video.